Alex Johnson, a 38-year-old entrepreneur, had called Portland home for a decade. Over those 10 years he had built not just a thriving business, but a life alongside his wife, Sophia, a 34-year-old marketing executive celebrated for her intelligence and drive. Together they were raising 2 children, a boy and a girl, crafting a life that from the outside seemed flawless. Their friends often admired them, noting the strength of their marriage, the ease of their partnership, and the warmth of their family. To anyone observing, Alex and Sophia appeared untouchable, a couple whose bond could withstand anything. But behind the polished veneer, subtle fractures were beginning to appear. Over the last 6 months, Alex noticed Sophia drifting. She seemed preoccupied, distant, and glued to her phone in ways that made him uneasy. She spoke frequently of late-night meetings, urgent work events, and occasional outings with friends. At first, Alex told himself it was normal, he trusted her. Yet, it wasn't the commitments themselves that troubled him. It was the way her lips curved into secretive smiles at her screen, the careful way she hid messages, the sudden surge in her workload. These signs planted seeds of suspicion he couldn't shake, even when friends reassured him that every marriage experienced ups and downs. Lying awake beside her at night, he felt a persistent, gnawing unease, as though there was something far bigger being hidden from him. The turning point came when Mark, Sophia's 40-year-old CEO boss, invited them both to an exclusive networking event in his lavish penthouse. Mark radiated power, tailored suits, magnetic charm, and a sly, calculating grin. Alex had always felt uneasy around him, but the invitation seemed harmless. Yet, he couldn't ignore the way Mark's gaze lingered on Sophia during greetings, the subtle touch of his hand on her shoulder lasting slightly too long. Alex pushed it aside, telling himself that no one would dare invite a husband if an affair were in play. Still, an instinct deep inside warned him to stay alert. The penthouse that night buzzed with refined energy. Guests in elegant attire sipped champagne as a soft jazz band played, and the Portland skyline glittered through floor-to-ceiling windows. Sophia glided through the room effortlessly, her black dress sleek, her hair and makeup flawless. Alex felt a fleeting pride to be beside her, but the unease in his chest persisted. About an hour into the evening, Sophia excused herself, claiming she wanted to meet a friend in a quieter area of the penthouse. Alex nodded, forcing calm, but his heart tightened. After 15 minutes, curiosity and dread overcame him. He slipped away quietly, moving through the halls until he reached a dimly lit garden terrace tucked away from the noise. That's when he heard it. 2 voices, one unmistakably Mark's, smooth, arrogant, slightly intoxicated. The other belonged to a man he didn't recognize. "I don't know how she does it," Mark laughed. "Sophia can slip from her husband's arms into mine like it's second nature. Last weekend at the waterfront hotel? Unbelievable." Alex's stomach twisted. His pulse raced and he forced himself closer, hands trembling as he listened. "Does her husband know?" the other man asked cautiously. "Alex," Mark scoffed. "He's too buried in his business to notice. Sophia knows how to hide things, sharper than anyone I've met." The words hit Alex like a physical blow. His worst fears confirmed. His wife, his partner of 10 years, was betraying him, and to Mark she was merely a conquest. Rage surged, but he suppressed it. This wasn't the time for recklessness. He needed a plan. In the following weeks, Alex became meticulous. He installed discreet tracking apps on her phone, hacked into her emails, and even enlisted a private investigator. Piece by piece, the truth unfolded. Months of secret hotel rendezvous, late-night calls, and deceitful alibis. Every discovery tore at his heart but also strengthened his resolve. He wasn't going to simply expose them. He would ensure the consequences were undeniable. A month later, another of Mark's penthouse gatherings took place, this one grander, attended by high-profile guests, investors, and executives. Alex arrived with Sophia, his mask of the devoted husband firmly in place, her unaware that the walls of deception were about to crumble. Midway through the evening, he excused himself and approached the microphone, commanding the room's attention. Sophia, near Mark, glanced at him with a polite, puzzled smile. "I'd like to propose a toast," Alex began, his voice steady, drawing all eyes. "To my wife Sophia. For 10 years we shared a life, built a family, and created memories I believed would last forever." Her smile faltered. Eyes darting nervously, she tried to maintain composure. "But," Alex continued, calm yet cutting, "sometimes the people we trust most carry secrets. Secrets capable of destroying everything." A hush fell. Sophia's color drained, panic rising as she stepped forward, but Alex raised a hand to halt her. With one click, the massive projector screen behind him flickered to life. The room gasped as images appeared. Photos of Sophia and Mark entering hotels, screenshots of explicit messages, recordings of clandestine phone calls. The evidence left no room for doubt. Mark's composed facade cracked instantly. Sophia nearly collapsed, whispers of shock spreading through the crowd. Alex's gaze never wavered as he delivered the final blow. The truth was undeniable and the repercussions immediate. Mark's reputation shattered. Within days he stepped down from his company. Sophia lost her marriage, her social standing, and every fragment of trust she once commanded. Alex filed for divorce, secured full custody of their children, and walked away with his dignity intact. From the ruins he rebuilt his life, stronger, wiser, free. His revenge wasn't only in the exposure of betrayal, it was in reclaiming his own peace, his future, and his autonomy. 10 years of marriage had ended, but what followed was infinitely more valuable. The freedom to live unbound, with clarity and strength forged from heartbreak.